the Christ. Amen. On our 5th anniversary, my wife and I took a 2-night trip just an hour and a half north of Boise. We decided to sneak away, and the beautiful thing is that we only had to deal with a dog. There were no children in the works yet. 15 pounds heavier than I am now, my wife thought it would be really fun to plan a long hike in the afternoon. Hiking was one of the few things I would agree to, but there were conditions. The hike had to be short, the hike had to be shaded, and there should be water stops along the way. And so we found a bread and breakfast in Idaho, up north. Someone had given my wife a book of great hikes in northern Idaho, and we decided on a hike and took off after lunch. It turns out that just because they tell you the trailhead is at the corner of Rural Route 3 and Rural Route 4, that's not really ever true. And so we drove for a half an hour after we were supposed to have arrived. And you know what happens when a newly married husband and wife drives around longer than they should, and the wife says it's got to be here somewhere, and the husband is driving, and so the temperature in the car started going up, and so did the frustration level in the car on this blessed anniversary we're supposed to be enjoying. And as I'm ready to turn around and drive back to the bed and breakfast, she says, "Stop! Stop!" And we pull over, and there's a trailhead. Now, it's not the trailhead, it's just a trailhead. And what happens when you look at a trailhead and there are no distance markers or obstacle markers, or this is an easy hike, or this is a strenuous hike, or this is 1 mile, or this is 5 miles, or this is 10 miles? My wife said, "Let's try it." And so I smiled and got out of the car. With trepidation, we set out, and the grassy meadow was fully covered in sun, and about 3 minutes in, I was sweating, and I knew this was